Hello everyone, welcome back. If you haven't been here before, my name is Debbie and I read a lot of books, and today I've got another book for you. Obviously, I wouldn't be Debbie B if I didn't read. Today's book is The Wrong Daughter by Dandy Smith, and let me tell you something, I could not put this one down. I'm just going to say that. So yeah, just get in with that blurb. The phone starts vibrating in my hand. It's my father. He never calls. Pulse racing, I sit up in bed and answer. "Caitlin," he says, "you need to come to the house, right now." It's Olivia. She's back. On the night when Caitlin and Olivia's parents leave them to go to a dinner party, both girls are full of excitement about finally being old enough to stay home alone. What they don't see is the figure watching them through the open window, who, after the girls have fallen asleep, will turn the handle of the unlocked back door. When their parents return, they will find Olivia's bed empty, their eldest daughter gone, never to return. Until now. But is the woman who claims to be Olivia all she seems? Is everything Caitlin said she saw that night the whole truth? Their family have dreamed of this moment, but both sisters are keeping more than one secret. What price will they all pay if they end up believing the wrong daughter? So this is 300 pages in contemporary and crime and thriller detective, target audience adults. That only tells you one half of the story, does that blurb? Because you're getting two different stories in there that you try and figure out how they're linked. So at the beginning, it's like the before, you see the night that the parents went away and Caitlin and Olivia were left alone at home. Caitlin was about 10 and Olivia was about 13, I want to say. And there comes a point in the night when Caitlin sees Olivia being escorted out of the house by a man in black wearing a mask, and Olivia shushes her, and Caitlin is 10 years old and frozen to the floor in fear. And when the parents come back, she's just like there going like, "I saw a man, he took her out of the house, I panicked, I didn't know what to do." And you find out that since Olivia was taken, that Caitlin's relationship with her parents is very fraught. She's convinced her father hates her and blames her for Olivia going missing. Everything that Caitlin has done going into her adult life has been to kind of placate her parents and basically trying to turn herself into the golden child, Olivia. Olivia wanted to be a teacher, so Caitlin ends up being a teacher, so I'm getting lower and lower on my chair. So Caitlin becomes a teacher and she does all these things that she thinks is going to make her parents like her, love her, turning into the daughter that disappeared, and realising that she has suppressed herself through all of that. This is 16 years later and you see Caitlin as an adult, as a teacher, engaged. She's friends with people that knew Olivia back then. She's also got a friend who doesn't know about her sister, and yeah, so you're seeing this young woman trying to understand herself without her sister, but also seem to have inserted herself into the life that she thinks her sister should have had. And then one night she gets a phone call from her father saying Olivia's come back, Olivia's home. And when Olivia turns up, she doesn't want to talk about where she's been, she just wants to settle back into life again, not thinking about how that's affecting everybody else. Caitlin is questioning everything, trying to work out if this person really is her sister, and yeah, that's where it starts to get really twisty-turny, because you're really not sure like who to believe, who to trust and everything. And then along with this story, you're also getting an entirely different story that at times I was just thinking, what is the relevance of this story? Where you're seeing a young girl called, I want to say it's Amelia, it's not Amelia, Eleanor. You'll see a young woman called Eleanor and her brother Heath, and the house they're living in, and you find out that their parents died and their uncle is now in charge of the house, and ultimately it's a very grand house. It's supposed to be that the house is eventually supposed to go on to the kids, but it seems like the uncle's doing everything to try and stop that from happening. And so I was just there thinking, what on earth is going on? Just when I thought I'd figured something out, another twist would come out and it was like, oh, I was completely down the wrong path. Like, just when you think you know what's going on, there's just another twist on you, and it's just For somebody who really likes a good twist, I didn't see any of it coming. Just when I thought I was like on the right path, I'm thinking, oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I think I know where this is going. Here we go. Nope, no you don't. I feel like, have I read anything by Dandy Smith before? I feel like I might have, but I'm not sure. But if this is a sign for other Dandy Smith books, I need to read more, because this was just the perfect twisty, turny thriller. So if you like a good twisty, turny thriller, I definitely recommend this book. I definitely recommend Dandy Smith. There's nothing else by Dandy on here. She lives in Somerset, the Market Town of Frome, with her fiancé and Cocker Spaniel. Had an undergraduate and a master's degree in creative writing from Bath Spa University. It is mainly better set in Bath, and then there's references to London and York, which was fun. Yeah, I feel I can't say that much, but I just say there comes a point when Caitlin starts to question if Olivia is actually Olivia, and that sent so many thoughts and threads through my head where I was just like, I think I know where this is going. I think I know what's about to happen. And then it was just like, wait, no. I was just in a perpetual state of confusion and shock while reading this book, but I also didn't want to put it down. I did this in about 2 days. I haven't shown you the front cover yet. That's the front cover. It says, 2 sisters, a shocking crime. Will you believe the wrong daughter? Essentially. And yeah. It's one of those ones where I can't say too much because it would be massive spoilers considering how twisty-turny it is, but it's one of those ones where you're constantly trying to find the connection between these 2 stories, where you're alternating between Caitlin and... Why do I keep wanting to call her Amelia? It's not Amelia. I've already said it as well. Eleanor. Why do I keep wanting to say Amelia? Yeah, you're constantly going between Eleanor and Caitlin, and so I was constantly trying to figure it all out. And if you've got a theory based on those... what I've already said, I'm just going to say I went down that route as well, and I was completely wrong. I was completely wrong. Especially when there was an end of one of Eleanor's chapters where she talked about stepping into a new life, and it was just like, oh yeah, I'm on it, and then it was just like rug pulled out from under me, and it was just like, oh no. This is not at all where I thought it was going to go. And you've got the whole mystery about the night that Olivia left, because Caitlin remembers the man with the mask. She remembers talks about a boy on the bus who gave her sister a bee journal. And when Olivia comes back, she seems to have no recollection of anything. And there's the therapist there going, you know, if she'd had like any traumatic head injury while she was away, there may be a reason why she seems to have forgotten things. But I was fully with Caitlin of just thinking that something doesn't add up, something's not right, like what is going on? And it's just like, ugh. I could totally imagine this as a movie. To be honest, with where it ends up, I could see this kind of a made-for-TV movie. You know, the ones where you put on and you feel like, oh yeah, I know what's happening here, you know, but then at the end you're just like, oh wait, no. After thinking this was a nice, easy watching, you just suddenly go into full-on twisty, turny, oh my god, I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah. You can see, I touch my head and play with my hair a lot when I'm like baffled. I was just sitting on the sofa last night getting through those last 50 pages thinking, what's happening? I've turned into Animal from the Muppets. Yeah, I'm just going to say is that there's a lot of twists in this book. So if you like a good twist, I definitely recommend it. You're constantly being led down paths only for to like put another fork in the road in front of you, and you're just like, oh my god, where is this going? But yeah, it was brilliant, and the fact that you've seen 2 female perspectives of their own stories, and they're both kind of trapped in a way, in different ways. Because you've got Caitlin, who feels like she's trapped in this life that she has created for herself in trying to become the daughter that was taken and trying to live up to her parents' expectations. And then in Eleanor's chapters, you're seeing her trapped by her uncle and by her brother, and yeah, she's very young and naive, and she meets somebody who might actually take her out of that bubble, and then you realise, oh, maybe this is not the way that it's going to go for her. The thing about the Eleanor and Heath chapters is the fact they have a very strange sibling relationship, very close, bordering on incestuous, with the way that Eleanor talks about Heath. There's definitely a stronger love there than you think there should be. So yeah, that's something I do think you need to be aware of going into this book, if that's something that bothers you. It was very strange. It did give I was in the attic vibes when I was reading those sections of just like leaving children together and cutting them off from the outside world, and them ended up going down the route that you never expected them to. Just trying to work out the connection between those two different stories. It was just when I thought I found the connection, it would then twist on me, and I was just like, wait, what the hell is going on? Why is this happening? And what's going to happen next? And I just could not put it down. I just couldn't put it down. Anyway, so yeah, The Wrong Daughter by Tandy Smith. There's your front cover again. Yeah, I was baffled, I was confused, but I loved it. I loved it so much. Yeah. So, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time with another video.